Ben Affleck broke his long silence in March 2025, addressing the end of his marriage to Jennifer Lopez, revealing a truth more painful than any scandal or affair could be. He explained that the split was not caused by betrayal, cheating, or tabloid drama, but by fundamental incompatibilities between their personalities and lifestyles that neither of them could reconcile, even after attempting the same relationship twice over a span of 20 years. Affleck described the admission as embarrassing and vulnerable, underscoring how deeply personal and psychologically complex the failure was for him. Affleck's revelation centered on a painful self-realization. Jennifer Lopez was exactly who he had always known her to be, a public figure whose life is lived in the spotlight, who turns relationships into art, and shares her life openly with millions of fans. But he convinced himself he could handle it. Using the metaphor, "You don't marry a ship captain and then say you don't like going out in the water," he admitted that he entered the marriage fully aware of her lifestyle, thinking his love would be enough to bridge the gap between her public persona and his private nature, only to discover he could not reconcile their differences. The couple's documentary, The Greatest Love Story Never Told, released in February 2024, unintentionally captured the collapse of their marriage in real time, as viewers saw Ben visibly uncomfortable and withdrawn throughout. In scenes where Lopez made their love the centerpiece of her artistic projects, Affleck's forced smiles and tight expressions revealed the silent struggle of a man trapped in a life that conflicted with his temperament. The documentary, intended as a celebration of their rekindled romance, instead highlighted the persistent incompatibilities that had already begun to dismantle the relationship. Throughout the documentary, Affleck repeatedly emphasized his desire for privacy, noting that he wanted a relationship away from social media and public performance, but Lopez's approach to life and art inherently contradicted this. By integrating their love story into her music, documentary, and public persona, Lopez stayed true to herself, while Affleck's discomfort grew, echoing the same tension that had ended their first engagement in 2004. This difference in how they navigated public visibility proved to be an insurmountable obstacle. In his GQ interview, Affleck framed the collapse as quotidian, ordinary, mundane incompatibilities rather than sensational betrayals, and consistently refused to provide explicit details, saying it was too embarrassing to articulate publicly. He pointed out that relationships fail not always because of dramatic incidents, but often because people's fundamental needs, temperaments, and boundaries are incompatible, revealing a raw honesty about human relationships and the personal failures that even fame cannot shield. Affleck's reflections echoed patterns he revealed decades earlier. In a 1999 interview with Playboy, he admitted he tends to stay in unhappy relationships, suppressing his discomfort rather than leaving, ultimately developing passive-aggressive resentment. This pattern resurfaced with Lopez. He remained present, attending public events, walking red carpets, participating in projects he disliked, and supporting her artistic endeavors, all while harboring internal dissatisfaction that quietly eroded the relationship over time. Sources close to the couple confirmed the emotional dynamics Affleck described. Lopez desired a partner who would engage fully in her public life, art, and narrative, while Affleck sought boundaries and privacy, wanting to participate without being consumed. This fundamental mismatch meant that even with love and mutual respect, neither could provide what the other truly needed. Affleck's attempts to alter the dynamic or convince himself he could adapt only prolonged the inevitable, leading to growing tension and unhappiness on both sides. Post-divorce, their approaches to healing and moving forward diverged sharply. Lopez has focused on self-growth, emphasizing independence and channeling her experiences into her art, reinforcing the public persona she has always embraced. Affleck, meanwhile, has maintained a careful, respectful narrative in interviews, framing the divorce as ordinary incompatibility and protecting both reputations. Reports suggest he may have reached out to Lopez recently, raising questions about whether he truly internalized the lessons of two failed attempts at the same relationship. Ultimately, Affleck's confession delivers a profound truth about love, compatibility, and self-awareness. The failure of his marriage to Jennifer Lopez was not about who she was, but about his own inability to align his needs with hers. Lopez remained authentically herself, public, expressive, and deeply integrated into her art and audience, while Affleck, despite his love, could not relinquish his need for privacy and boundaries. His repeated miscalculation over 2 decades demonstrates that love alone cannot overcome fundamental differences, and that sometimes the person you love the most is exactly who they've always been, while you are the one who cannot meet them where they are. Stay tuned and do like,